I've got 4 meetings to tell you about, 2 very important dates. It always seems like I have important dates, and we're in the home stretch because Federation Focus is on for the week of November 3rd, 2025. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's Federation Focus. Let's get right to the dates. Now, we had an issue with our website. The exhibit hall page is still not functioning. Our registration page, however, is back up and running. So if you tried to order meals over the past few days, you weren't able to. We were able to get it back up and running. I want to say it was Saturday, early Saturday morning. So that is open as I record this. So if you can go over there to nfbofpa.org/register, you can still get meals. If you go there and the only thing that you see is the registration fee, I'm sorry, you've missed the meals. But you may want to give me a call or give President Lynn Heights a call. Maybe we can fix that. Not guaranteeing anything. But if you don't see it there, more than likely, you've missed that. nfbofpa.org/register. You can register online for the convention up through next Sunday. Once it's done online, you will be able to walk up and pay at the door at the Best Western Premiere in Harrisburg, either on November 13th when registration hours are 10 to noon, or the following day when they are a little bit longer. That's Friday the 14th. So either of those 2 days, you can still register on site, but online registration is closing as of 11:59 p.m. on November 9th. So don't delay. If you just want to register for the convention, you can do that. If you want a meal or two, remember, if you are getting financial aid from a chapter, a division, or the affiliate, there are certain criteria that you have to meet. One of them is attending, and that means purchasing, a banquet meal ticket. So you do have to do that. You won't get your financial aid if you do not have a banquet meal ticket. There are other stipulations. For example, with the blind merchants, you also have to work their hospitality suite, which is going to be a lot of good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be up on the second floor. There's also on the website a guide to the hotel. The link is down below in the description. Most importantly, the agenda is down below. So all the links that I'm telling you are all down below in the description of the video. If you are just going to read the email, it'll be in the email that goes out on the listserv and to our email list. All the links that I speak about are down below in the description, or you can wait until it gets right into your inbox, either via the listserv or our mailing list. If you can register at nfbofpa.org/register and meal choices are still there and you want them, go for it. And hopefully I didn't make another mistake. But if not, if they're not there and you really, really, really wanted something, reach out to me or President Lynn Heights and we'll see what we can do. Can't guarantee anything there once they come down off of the site. So again, our convention is next week. Next week, can you believe it? It's finally here. It seems like only yesterday we've been planning for it. Okay, it seems like the whole year we've been planning for it, but it did start like it was just yesterday, right? November 13th to the 16th. If you're coming for one day, the best day for you to come would be Saturday the 15th when we have general sessions in the banquet. You don't necessarily have to stay for the banquet, but there's great speeches at that, as well as the entire day of general sessions. If you're coming for 2 days, I would suggest coming Friday and Saturday because Friday is the board meeting and the division meetings, as well as the auction. And if you're a student, at the same time the auction is running is the student seminar. So that's Friday and Saturday. Again, the entire agenda is down below. Looking forward to Family Feud. We have a team name for my team, which includes me and Michelle McManus and Anil Lewis and Denise Brown and Connie. Connie hasn't responded, so we're hoping that she's in it. She's in for it because we have named our team the Golden Canes. If you want to be on a team, reach out to Pam Baccaro, the president of the Blind Merchants, who is also the Steve Harvey of our organization. Remember, winners, the winning team, each member gets a $50 Amazon gift card. Each member. And that's courtesy of Pam's business. So thank you to Pam for taking care of Family Feud. Reach out to her again if you have any questions about Family Feud. I know there's going to be some NFB questions in there. There's also going to be questions for the audience during the games that we play. We're looking for 4 teams of 5 players each. Again, the Golden Canes is set. If you want to get onto a team, talk to other folks in your chapter or division and see if you can catch on with someone. Again, that's Thursday night from 7 o'clock while the bar is still open. An open bar, and I'm talking open bar. It'll be open from 6 to 10, open the entire time. Open bar also on Friday night for the auction from 6 to 10. It's going to be a very exciting time. I'm really looking forward to it. Chip Johnson and I went over the sound equipment the other day over in, I guess we could call it Studio C, which used to be my son's room. And we think we're in a good spot with it. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the Wi-Fi works and we'll have no issues on the Wi-Fi end. But we are getting music together. If you are going to be presenting during any time of the convention and you would like a specific song for your walk-up music, please shoot me an email and let me know. vp1@nfbofpa.org, vp1@nfbofpa.org. Again, if you're going to be presenting, let me know what you want to walk up to, and Chip and I will take care of that. We're also looking forward to getting some assistance from Clarence, and from Dan from State College has also offered to help do sound. So looks like we're in a pretty good spot with sound, and we've got a camera ready so everything will be live on YouTube. One thing I don't have in the description, and I will, if I remember, put it in the email after the video is done, is the link to the Zoom and YouTube for the event. We are planning, again, Wi-Fi permitting, to send it out and stream it live. We'll have that link again in the email, or you can always go to our NFB of PA YouTube channel, which ironically enough is at NFB of PA. It wasn't easy to get that. Yes, it was. We'd also like to thank our sponsors. We have a list of them below. We also have a sponsor page over on the website. You can learn anything and everything you need to know about the convention over on the website, nfbofpa.org/2025. nfbofpa.org/2025. You'll find links to the agenda. You'll find the link to the hotel guide, to the meals if you want to read more about the meals if you're not sure, and to our sponsors page. We have quite a few bronze sponsors, including one from Australia, a hair care. Well, obviously, I need hair care, right? For those of you who don't know, I am bald. We have a silver sponsor, we have a gold sponsor, and we have a platinum sponsor. Waymo is platinum. We have UPMC as gold, and we have Remax Delta Realty Group as a silver sponsor. They will also be presenting at the convention on Friday afternoon. They'll have a block on house buying for folks, and then they will have a session during general sessions where Jason Polanski and Michael Yingling, his real estate agent from Remax Delta Realty, will be talking about the process that Jason went through when he bought his new home very recently, within the last month or two. And he'll tell you how that went. And Michael will talk about how it was helping Jason get into his new house. So all the links are down below for the convention. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. Now, I mentioned 4 meetings. Tuesday is our final, hopefully, planning meeting for the state convention. Tuesday night at 8 p.m., link down below. Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., it's Coffee with the President. President Lynn Heights, I'm sure, will be talking about the convention and a few other things, probably thanking our sponsors. And there are a couple of other items that I'm sure she's going to mention, including the outreach that we've been doing to our congressional delegation about the RIFs. And if you're not sure about what that is, come to the meeting and you'll find out. Again, 7:30 on Wednesday night is Coffee with the President. On Saturday, there are two meetings. Starting at 10:15, it's the Keystone Chapter meeting at the Penn Museum. You can also dial in via Zoom. Now, the last meeting we had, the Zoom was perfect. No issues. Folks who were on Zoom were stunned how great it was. That's not always the case. But if you can join us in person, that would be outstanding because we always go to lunch after. Again, fingers crossed that we end up at Landmark Americana. And I am not getting any kickbacks, like Kenny said that I should ask for, from the restaurant. Landmark Americana at 3333 Market Street was also where Keystone did a fundraiser back in the spring that was very successful. So I like to go there, A, to thank them for doing that, but also, and mostly because of the mac and cheese. Saturday at 1, also hybrid, both in person at Applebee's, and the address is down below, and online. It's the Greater Lehigh Valley Chapter meeting. So go ahead and check the links below. That's it for the meetings. Now, I mentioned two important dates. The one was that the state convention meals may still be available if you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday. If we get past Tuesday, most likely you're going to have to make a phone call. But if you go to the website and they're still there, go ahead and go for it in order. The other big date is the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants is getting ready to host their third annual networking holiday party and fundraiser. It's going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton at the Philadelphia airport. And that is December 6th. Now, the important date that you need to know is that one's pretty important, but you got some time for that. The important date is if you are from out of town and you want a room at the DoubleTree, you've got to order it by November 5th. That's Wednesday. Now, I know last week I told you it was November 1st, and it was, but they extended it for a few days for us. So November 5th, that's this coming Wednesday. Today is Monday the 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th. Wednesday, November 5th, Guy Fawkes Day. Look it up. Or Bonfire Day, same day. November 5th is your last day to get a hotel room at the DoubleTree if you want to come in to spend the night at the holiday party if you're from out of town, or if you're from in town and you just want to get away from your house. Rates are $129 for 2 queen-size beds or $139 for 1 king-size bed. Link is down below to the hotel and all the information for the DoubleTree. It's over on the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants page. The networking holiday party and fundraiser is going to be on December 6th. And that is the first Saturday in December. There's going to be food and a DJ and lots of fun, an auction with Denise Brown doing the auctioneering, which is always awesome. And there's going to be some great prizes, packs of lottery scratcher tickets, all sorts of stuff. Again, $40 to get in, and that gets you your food and your music. You're going to have to bring some extra money for the bar and for the auction. One extra thing that we're doing this year, which we haven't done in the past, with the way things are and the uncertainty about folks getting food, we have partnered, the blind merchants have partnered with Philabundance to collect food at the event that will then make it over to Philabundance so they can help folks who are in need of staples. I've got a list in the description of the top 10 items that they are requesting: peanut butter and jelly, canned tuna and canned meats, canned fruits and vegetables, rice and oatmeal, whole grain foods, things like that. Non-perishable items. You need to bring non-perishable things. Check the description, find a couple of items that you can bring, and don't bring, I'm sure some of the kids would like Pop-Tarts, not very nutritious. Bring something that's more nutritious than that. Again, check the list in the description. All of the top 10 items are there, what they really need. And it's important that we help out as much as we can because some folks are going to have some trouble coming in the next month or so. Bring whatever you can, and we will have a collection area there, and it will go to fill abundance following the holiday party. If you have any questions, you can reach out to PABM President Pam Baccaro. She can help you out there, or reach out to me and I could either help you, or if I don't know the answer, I'll talk to Pam and get back to you. Again, December 6th, it's $40 to get in, $20 for kids under 12. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. One thing that I failed to mention with the convention, and it's technically not part of the convention, it is the morning before the convention starts. From 8:30 till noon, it's the Senior Possibilities Fair. It's $20 to get in. You don't have to pay to go to the convention if you just want to come for that. This is something that we do at different times of the year. There was one in State College in May, and this one is going to obviously be in Harrisburg. It's in conjunction usually with our convention. We usually have one wherever the convention is. It's the morning of, before the convention actually starts. It's $20. You'll get breakfast, and you'll get a lot of great information, whether you are a senior and you're losing your sight or have lost your sight. You want to maintain your independence. This is a great place to be. If you have a family member who's in that boat and you want to find out how you can help them, how they can remain independent, and what tips and tricks you can use or they can use, you want to be at the Senior Possibilities Fair. Again, it's $20. It's at the Best Western Premier in Harrisburg on the 13th of November. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me, or you can reach out to Connie, who is the facilitator of that. She's going to have an agenda. I don't have that agenda quite yet. Once I have that, who's going to be speaking at it, I will put it up on the website and folks will get notified. And all of the links that I'm telling you about, including the link to the Senior Possibilities Fair, is in the description, but it will also go out in the email to the listserv as well as to our email list. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to me. One other thing I wanted to mention, a lot of folks are wondering how they can help the affiliate. Here is a very easy way that you can help, and it happens around your birthday. When your birthday is approaching, there is a way for you to create a fundraiser on Facebook. My birthday's in November, so I have created one. So if you want to check it out, find me on Facebook, facebook.com/DavidBenj, DavidBenj. If we're not connected, please connect with me over there, and you can see how that's done. The base amount that you can put in is $200, but you can raise as much or as little, even if you get one. Kat Botner did it last year and brought in about $100. Whatever you bring in, the affiliate is grateful, and it could be very, very helpful down the line, whether it's helping someone get to state or national convention or helping out in other ways throughout the affiliate. Again, go to Facebook around your birthday and you'll see what I'm speaking about, or connect with me over on Facebook and you'll see my fundraiser for my birthday, which is the same week as Ziggy's, but Ziggy doesn't have a Facebook page. That'll do it for this episode of Federation Focus for the week of November 3rd, 2025. Remember to go out and vote tomorrow, November 4th. It's election day, not a big election day here in the state of Pennsylvania, but there are some races to be won or lost. Make sure you go vote. Join us tomorrow night for our last, hopefully, planning meeting for the state convention. And I can't wait to see you in Harrisburg. We'll have one more Federation Focus before the convention. And remember, let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you next week.